In this video, we are going over all the Empire Strikes Back figures and what these are worth in 2024. Plus, I'll cover what they came with, the variants, and some info you need to know if you want to collect these the right way. Let's go. The Empire Strikes Back action figures are near and dear to my heart because in 1980, I was a 4-year-old, and these were the first toys that I remember playing with and seeing in the toy aisles of Toys R Us. So if you missed the last video where I went over the first 21 action figures from the Star Wars movie, go check that out, but let's get started with the Empire Strikes Back figures and what they're worth in 2024. There were 29 action figures that were released in 6 waves from 1980 to 1982. All of the action figures I'm mentioning were from the US Kenner releases. Starting with Leia Organa Bespin gown, first released in 1980 on Wave 1 of the 31B Kenner cardbacks. The number 31 refers to how many action figures are printed on the back of the card, and the letter B lets us know that this is the second iteration on the card art in the 31 series. Her name would change to Princess Leia Organa Bespin gown in the Return of the Jedi cardbacks. Kenner would continue the use of vinyl capes for the Empire Strikes Back figures, and on this version of Leia, it comes with a highly decorated vinyl cape that has many variations in her set. She either comes with a blue Leia blaster or a dark blue-black Leia blaster. Either pairings are correct. Her body mold has a lot of variants, and there are collectors who have Leia Bespin focuses because of this. Like I said, there are many variations of the pattern in her vinyl cape, but her neck area and her hair color are the other two to focus on. I did a video just about this action figure, and there is a lot to cover, so if you want to check that out, please do. Her debut card in today's prices is going for $340 in good condition, and her loose common Hong Kong figure is going for prices around $70 for a complete version in great condition. FX7 Medical Droid was first released in 1980 on Wave 1 on the 31A cardbacks. And this was one of my favorite figures as a kid because of how different it is. Its head pops up and swivels. Its arms pop out, and its surgical arm can swivel as well. Other than that, this comes with no accessories. Its name would change to simply FX7 on the Return of the Jedi cardbacks. And its debut card goes for prices around $380 in good condition, and loose you can pick up great looking figures for $15. The prices in this video have been researched and averaged on sites like Facebook, eBay, and on various accredited auction sites. Doing that research takes time and resources. So to support this channel, visit the links in the description of this video. Join this channel as a member or support me at patreon.com/thepadawancollector. Your generous support keeps this channel making content. So thank you. And now back to the video. Imperial Stormtrooper Hoth Battle Gear was released in 1980 on the first wave of the 31A cardbacks and comes with the blue Imperial Hoth rifle and a white vinyl cape around its waist. Although, as a kid, the cape somehow wound up on the shoulders of my figure, and I just kept them that way. Major variants come in the eyes with either a univisor or a dual visor version. Its debut card will cost around $560 today, and for a loose figure in great condition will cost around $45. Rebel Soldier Hoth Battle Gear was released in 1980 on Wave 1 of the 31B cardbacks and comes with the blue Bespin blaster. Why it didn't come with the Rebel blaster, we will never know, but this was the first Rebel Army building figure to come out for the Star Wars line of toys, making fans very happy. Its debut card prices out at $250 in good condition, and a loose complete figure in good condition will run about $20. Bossk was the second of the bounty hunters to be released, the first being Boba Fett in 1979, and Bossk's debut card would get released in 1980 on Wave 1 of the 31A cardbacks and comes with his unique Bossk rifle. A major variant for Bossk would be his Toxic Limbs version, which is a collector favorite. The arms are just very vibrant green. The Spanish toy company POC would release those, making those a very hard variant to get, and the prices reflect it. Loose figures are selling for as much as $4,000 for examples in great condition. Its US debut card goes for about $400 in good condition, and loose, this figure can go for $24. IG-88 is my favorite bounty hunter, and if you read the book Tales of the Bounty Hunters, you'd know why. He makes the Terminator look like a wind-up toy. IG-88 Bounty Hunter was released in 1980 on Wave 1 of the 31A US cardbacks and comes with two accessories, a blue Imperial blaster and its unique IG-88 blue long rifle. Most variations will be in the eye mold and eye color, and its debut card today will cost around $500 for good examples, and loose figures complete will cost around $27. Luke Skywalker Bespin Fatigues would make his debut in Wave 1 of the 31B cardbacks and comes with a blue Rebel Blaster and a yellow lightsaber. This saber would be a new way that Kenner made lightsabers that would be handheld, instead of it being a slide-out saber that was molded to fit inside of the arm. And even though we see Luke having a blue lightsaber in the movie, Kenner produced yellow sabers. Major variants come in the hair with this action figure, and its US debut card will cost around $1,000 today for a good example, and loose complete figures in great condition will cost around $65. Han Solo Hoth outfit debuted in 1980 in Wave 1 of the 31A cardbacks and comes with the Rebel Blaster. His name would change to Han Solo Hoth Battle Gear for the Return of the Jedi cardbacks in 1983. His debut card will cost $240 in good condition today, and loose complete figures are selling for $25. Lando Calrissian made his action figure debut on the 31B cardbacks in Wave 1 and comes with the blue Bespin blaster. This first version came with unpainted teeth and eyes, and by 1981 on the 41B cardbacks, this would be updated to have its eyes and teeth painted white, although you can still find both versions available on card after that. His debut card with no teeth goes for around $200 today, and a loose complete action figure goes for $24 with no significance between prices in the variants in either case. Bespin Security Guard A was released in 1980 on Wave 1 of the 31A cardbacks and comes with his blue Bespin blaster. Collectors should look for the gold leaf on its outfit to be pristine to be considered an excellent figure, as this rubs off over the years. Its debut card will cost around $160 in good condition, and a loose complete figure will cost around $25 in great condition. Now let's get into Wave 2, and the only figure to be released in this second wave was Yoda. And Lucasfilm did this so that when the figures went out in Wave 1, slightly before the movie was released, there wouldn't be a spoiler to show you who Yoda was. And when he was finally released, he would debut in 1981 on the Kenner 32B cardbacks. His name would get updated to Yoda the Jedi Master for Return of the Jedi cardbacks in 1983. He came with a cotton-like robe, a belt, a brown cane, and at first an orange snake. But a flood of other variations came with Yoda. You can get him in a brown or green snake. The cane also came darker. His skin color also got darker on some figures, and so was the shape of his eyes, and how his robe was sewn together. Yoda has one of the most intense variant classes in the entire line, and collectors can spend a lifetime and life savings trying to get them all. I've done episodes dedicated just to this figure, but narrowing down on his debut card, this will cost you around $350 in good shape, and loose, his orange snake variant is the lowest priced at $80 for a complete version, while the brown snake comes in at $180 for an excellent figure, and the elusive green snake variant is the most expensive at $260 for a complete version in great condition. Ugnaught debuted in Wave 3 in 1981 on the US Kenner 41A cardbacks. He comes with a blue smock and white toolbox. His main variant is the purple smock Ugnaught, and although examples have been found on card, some collectors still hold that this is simply a color degradation and not an intended variant by Kenner. The debut card will run you around $200 today in good shape no matter what color, and the loose figure complete and in excellent shape no matter what the color will cost around $40 today. Dengar was released in Wave 3 on the 41A cardbacks in 1981 and comes with the long Imperial Hoth rifle. Dengar is one of the shortest human male figures in the line and has a unique body mold that makes him hard to place in vehicles or storage cases. His debut card goes for $180 in good condition, and a loose figure in great complete shape will cost around $15. Han Solo Bespin outfit was released in Wave 3 on the 1981 41A cardbacks and comes with the blue Bespin blaster, although collectors like to retro pair him with his Rebel blaster. His debut card will run about $350 for a good example, and loose complete figures in great shape will cost around $35. And I think this is the best looking version of Han in the entire vintage line. What do you think? Lobot was released in 1981 in Wave 3 on the 41A card backs and comes with a blue Bespin blaster. I've said it before and I'll say it again, he looks like the principal from Back to the Future.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.
His debut card goes for $100 in good shape, and loose, this complete figure will cost you around $20. Leia Hoth outfit debuted in 1981 in Wave 3 on the 41A card backs and comes with the blue Leia blaster. This figure's name would change on the 47 backs to Leia Organa Hoth outfit, and then again for Return of the Jedi to Princess Leia Organa Hoth outfit on the 65 card backs. Her major variants come in the hair color, and her debut card will run about $400 for a good example, and loose complete will cost around $80. Rebel Commander made its debut on Wave 3 of the 41A card backs in 1981 and comes with a new blaster in the Hoth Rebel Rifle. The debut card will run about $170 for a good example, and loose complete versions will cost around $20. The AT-AT driver would debut on the 41A card backs and comes with the rifle. Collectors should make sure the Empire logo on the helmet is in great shape for a nice version, and the debut card goes for prices of $325 in good condition, and loose complete versions are going for $25. And what do you say? Do you call it AT-AT or AT-AT? Let me know. One of the sleekest looking figures, in my opinion, on Wave 3, the Imperial Commander made its card back debut in 1981 on the 41A back and comes with the blue Imperial blaster. There are major variants that mostly come in the face mold and the face paint or lack thereof. And the debut card will go for around $200 today, and loose complete versions will run you $35. One of the most interesting action figures is 21B, released in 1981 on the 41A card backs in Wave 3. This figure comes with a medical staff, sometimes called the cow prod, and his face apparatus can detach off. His name would change on the 48 backs in the spelling, and then again for Return of the Jedi card backs. The debut card will cost around $225 today, and the loose complete version in great shape will cost around $35. R2-D2 with sensor scope was released in the new Wave 4 offerings in 1982 on the 45A card backs. This figure would get an upgrade, and his solid dome would get a plastic sensor scope module that raised from his dome, but it would still click if you turn the head. The debut card is going to cost you around $350 to $400 for examples in good shape, and a loose figure in great shape will cost around $40. C-3PO with removable limbs made its debut in Wave 4 on the 47 card backs in 1982, and this is an upgrade from his 1978 figure. His arms and legs can come off and reattach, and he comes with a black vinyl backpack, making this only one of 2 accessories in the entire Kenner line that was meant for other characters to use. Can you name the other? His debut card will run around $220 in good condition, and for a complete loose example in great shape, it's going to cost you around $30. And that other action figure to come with an accessory meant for another figure? R2-D2 with pop-up lightsaber from 1985. I lost this figure on the roof of my childhood home when I tied a parachute to him. And whenever I visit that home, I still look to see if it's come off the roof. Luke Skywalker Hoth Battle Gear debuted in 1982 on Wave 4 of the 45A card backs and comes with a Hoth Rebel Rifle. But sadly, no lightsaber to battle the Wampa. His debut card will run $400 today, and loose complete versions will cost $25 in great shape. AT-AT Commander was first released in 1982 in Wave 4 of the 45A card backs and comes with a blue Bespin blaster. His Canadian shrink-wrapped card back would be called General Veers, and his debut US Kenner card goes for prices of around $200 for one in good shape, and his loose complete figure goes for $25. Twin Pod Cloud Car Pilot debuted in 1982 in Wave 4 of the 45A cardbacks and comes with a unique gray communicator and pilot blaster, or what collectors call the Space Hairdryer. The name would change on the 48 backs and then on the Return of the Jedi cards to Cloud Car Pilot. The debut card will cost around $275 today, and a loose complete figure will cost $75, mostly because the small communicator goes for high prices on its own. That was the first thing I lost when I had this as a kid. Bespin Security Guard version B was the second Security Guard edition, and this was the version that I had as a kid. It debuted in 1982 for Wave 4 on the 45A cardbacks and comes with the blue Bespin blaster. And if you've ever had this figure, the pose on him is the most unique, and he looks like he is about to fire, just like in the movie. His debut Kenner card goes for $125 in Good Example, and a loose complete figure will cost you $30. And if you don't know who Rami and Jaws are, here you go.
Rami and Jaws, two Bespin security guards trying to get it right. From getting locked into lower detention levels to finding out what's really in the bantha patties, it's a buddy cop show in a galaxy far, far away. From the producers of The Fall Guy and Happy Days, Rami and Jaws, only on ABC.
Imperial TIE Fighter Pilot made its debut in Wave 5 on the 47 cardbacks in 1982 and comes with the gray pilot blaster, or the Space Hairdryer. Collectors should really be on the lookout for the Empire icons on these. For a good version, you want to make sure that these aren't rubbed off. The debut card in good shape will cost between $300 and $400 today, and a loose complete version in great condition will cost $35. Zuckuss would debut in 1982 in Wave 5 of the 48A cardbacks and comes with his Zuckuss blaster. And fun fact, the Brazilian Glasslight Chewbacca action figure would be paired with this blaster. The debut Kenner card will run anywhere from $300 to $500 depending on condition, and the loose complete figure will cost $28 in good condition. In 1989, Lucasfilm would finally notice that the name was wrong. And in canon, this character's name would change to Forlom in the book Galaxy Guide 3, The Empire Strikes Back. I still call them by their Kenner names, and I always will. The final action figure to be released was All Alone in Wave 6. Forlom was first released as a mail-away figure with promotions running on the 47 cardbacks. The debut card would come at the end of 1982 on the 48B cardbacks and comes with the unique Forlom blaster, a brown body armor plate, and a pleather coat, introducing a new material in the Star Wars Kenner line. The debut card will cost around $300 to $400 today, and a loose complete figure will run about $30 in great condition. If you want to watch the next video and continue the series, we're going to list all of the vintage Star Wars figures made for Return of the Jedi. And just like this video, we're going to go over today's prices and what they cost in 2024, and the facts that you need to know if you want to collect these and price your action figures today. And to watch that video or other episodes, click the videos on your screen now. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time.